and gold trunks for BKB's Martin Reffell, Ryan Jett, representing BYB in the black and purple trunks. They work to clinch early.
Two high-intensity guys.
Absolutely. I mean, Jett looked outstanding in his quick finish of Trevor Olesen.
Yeah, smothering himself a little bit here, and in this fight, and Reffell doing the smart thing of trying to work on the inside. It looks like Reffell's a little bit physically stronger in there, and he's able to lock up Jett in there for those little shots. Let's see if Jett does a better job of keeping at range where he can get his punching power going. He smothered himself a couple of times, fell right into where Reffell wanted.
Got the stars and stripes, does Ryan Jett on his shorts. Two very athletic, aggressive fighters. Reffell right off the break ball.
Yeah, good jab there by Reffell, backing up Jett.
Body shots in the clinch there by Ryan Jett.
Reffell being smart in there, trying to take away the space from Jett on the inside.
That'll also work on your cardio very quickly.
Yeah, a lot of wrestling there. Good jab there by Jett.
Nice right hand by Ryan Jett.
And again, Jett, when he closes the gap, again smothering himself there. He's a little bit too much of a rush when he gets on the inside. Ends up smothering himself instead of keeping that proper range. He's already got the guy backing up. Reffell's already backing up, so you can actually time him with team up for some good shots. But he's in a little bit of a rush, just a little bit of too much intensity there from Jett. And this fight is sort of developing in an awkward way for both of these guys. It's sort of like sleeping with somebody for the first time, It's like, they've got to get their rhythm going first. Oh, good hook there by Reffell. And then it gets more fun to watch after this fight.
I once in my career said, that was Joe Rogan who said that. I guess now, Magic Man, that was Paulie who said that.
You can see the awkwardness. They both want to fight, and you can tell they both know how to fight, but just the way their styles are meshing right now, it's sort of getting a little bit sloppy in there.
If you're Ryan Jett, you want to avoid, I would say, every one of these clinch opportunities that you're basically giving to your opponent.
Yeah, because it also takes a lot of energy out of him to wrestle out of that clinch, But again, now Jett using that jab, and that's why I think he's got to do a better job up there, using those straight punches so that he can keep Reffell at range. But you see, as soon as he gets him at range, backing up a little bit, he rushes in too fast and he winds up in a clinch. I think Reffell wants to let this fight kind of drag on and test the durability that Jett has.
Cover a little more ground. Let me see about this much. You see it, right? You're right off the end of everything there.
So early on, it was Reffell that backed up Jett, but then Jett came back, backing up Reffell. But in both situations, you notice that they both wound up in clinches. Whoever ends up being the aggressor ends up being too over-aggressive. Ends up body to body with the opponent, and then they wind up in an awkward clinch. That's sort of where this has to develop into it's got to kind of start to blend into a fight that evolves into something that basically doesn't get so awkward distance-wise.
Especially given the fact that Ryan Jett, at least so far, has not really had too much effectiveness within that clinch. So if you're not doing damage in that clinch, why go to it?
Yeah, and you see, I don't think he's doing to it on purpose. I think he's just falling in because he's over pursuing. And you just got to have the presence of mind how hard to step in, how hard not to step in, so that you're not smothering your own work.
Ryan said he wants a rematch with Sam Liera. His right shoulder was injured in that fight. That was his debut back in March of 2022. Ended up getting a surgery on the right shoulder, then the left shoulder. He's back and ready right now.
There's some work on the inside there. At times, one guy will get the other hand free, and then some work will get done in there. But again, it's still awkward because there's a lot of hugging in there as well. So we're not able to leverage their shots. There's some good shots by Jett. You see, when Reffell backs up, Reffell's not punching. So, you know, you can see Reffell has a hard time backing up and fighting. So it's up to Jett to back him up, but then not smother himself, because you've already got Reffell backing up, and he can't punch back at you. So you want to be able to keep enough space as he's backing up so you can actually land your punches. Because if you notice, Reffell's not punching back when he's backing up. Good shot there by Jett. And now Jett's starting to understand the distance. That was a big right hand there. I don't know if he's going to get credit for that, but that could have been a knockdown. That was a good right hand he got over. But of course, Jett goes right back and smothers himself.
Of course.
Right when he had a big opportunity.
If one thing was a must learn to leave the Trigon with, it's to remain composed if you're Ryan Jett. He had that no contest with Angel Hernandez, and he said later that he took responsibility for the confusion. He got, basically the fight was over. He apologized immediately. It was a no contest.
1 minute.
And we know about the toughness of Ryan Jett, because that fight, his pro debut against Sam Liera, Ryan Jett truly was a mess. He said he didn't feel the punishment until the next day. I'm pretty sure he felt it massively that next day. Sam Liera, our BYB super middleweight interim world champion.
A lot of talking going on by both guys.
Jett likes that.
I tell you, Reffell is almost trying to wait out Jett. He's not really trying to do too much, and Jett is starting to find a good home for that right hand. He's starting to, I mean, he's throwing it from a proper distance. Of course, he follows up by smothering himself, but at least he's getting off a good initial shot from a good range where he's able to leverage that punch. And you can see, starting to see the damage on the left side of Reffell's face from it.
Final seconds of the round.
And again, Reffell going straight back. He's getting hit with those long punches.
Listen to me. Great, he's laying his head down. Yeah, what you need to do now.
Wipe his face down, wipe his face down, wipe his face. Wipe his face.
See some more work in there. This was some of that awkward clinch work, but you started to see as the round went on, this could have been a knockdown here. I mean, Jett lands a good right hand, backs up Reffell, and then Reffell didn't look like he had as much legs under him. He doesn't get the credit for the knockdown. We saw a couple of other right hands as the round progressed. Now you're seeing the damage from those right hands on the left cheek of Reffell.
Okay, you ready to continue?
Seems like Reffell's trying to take Jett into deeper waters to hopefully try to drown him for his sake.
Right.
But at the same time, Jett is also starting to find a home for those punches. He's punching from the proper distance. Now, he's not able to follow up still because he's over pursuing, but he is starting to at least find a distance for this initial attack and backing up Reffell. And when you back up when the guy's throwing straight punches, what happens? You still get hit. And that's what Reffell's been doing. That's a mistake Reffell's been making here.
Round three. Stars and stripes, black trunks, Ryan Jett. Black and gold trunks for Martin Reffell.
Reffell slips in, Jett slips in his own corner, and the rest telling the corner to wipe the wet off the corner. You saw Reffell. He tried to get off to a good start here. He's trying to take mental control here of the fight by trying to be first. And that's what I think you got to do against Jett. You got to try to be first. Sort of try to put him on the back step himself, and sort of try to bully the bully in some ways, you know. And I think Reffell, we're in round 3 now. He's got to start to be first, because if you let Jett be first, you let him grow in confidence.
Just missed with the uppercut. One thing that Martin Reffell told us during the fighter interviews is, I don't believe in game over until the game is over. So he's got some toughness that he wants to put on display as well. Ryan Jett doing the damage, especially on the left side of the face of the Rebel.
And Jett trying to still launch those right hands.
Hands up.
Trade jabs there. And again, I think Reffell has to do a better job of being first there. I think there's a moment here where you can start to take control of the fight from Jett if you consistently be first. I don't think it has has to be even with hard punches. You just consistently be first. You can mentally stress Jett. Because Jett will fire off some really tricky, hard shots if you give him the time, and he'll put you into some trouble. And he hits hard. So, there are times when you can frustrate Jett by sort of bullying him back and being first. And he shows some of the signs of that frustration. A couple rounds ago, he got warned for a headbutt, and he had that issue against Hernandez a couple of fights ago. So he does get frustrated. You can put him in that situation, but you've got to be good enough and you've got to be mentally strong enough to get him there. Otherwise, Jett is a difficult guy to deal with if you start letting him get into rhythm, because he's an athletic guy with good punching power.
Both of his wins inside the Trigon have been first round finishes. We are in round number 3, scheduled for 5 for this one.
I tell you, all this wrestling is going to start to wear on the conditioning of both of these guys.
Exactly what I've said and thought the whole time.
You see Jett gave a bladed stance there, but now he's not as hippity hop on his legs. There's a bladed stance trying to hold his ground and maybe try to land some shots. There's a good hook there by Reffell. And there's a good hook there by Jett as well.
That's how much Ryan Jett comes forward.
Yeah, but again, throwing those shots that hard, he's going to get himself more tired, because I think the wrestling is starting to fatigue him a little bit. Remember, Reffell is the one that said it's not over until it's over, or something like that, right? Well, repeating Yogi Berra anyway. But
it's not game over until the game is over.
They give each other respect at the end of that round.
I mean, Paul, in 25 years of broadcasting MMA, there were a lot of things that never changed and were very consistent, and one of them is the most grueling style of fighting is when you're in the clinch, when you're in that Greco-Roman or combat sambo world. You're taking your opponent's weight.
And you also just have no way out of it. You got to work in there. You know, it's just like, you know, you can sort of fluff your way through cheap rests here and there when you're walking around the octagon or the Trigon or the ring. You know, you can bluff your way through it, but man, when you're in those clinches and you're just physical work to work, I mean, it's just constant. It's constant, man. It wears on you, and you can start to see the wear and tear on these guys, both from the fighting they've done this fight, and also the fatigue from the wrestling they've done.
Big mouths under the left eye of Team BKB's Martin Reffell.
Round 4.
Round number 4. Reffell landing a bit in that clinch. Now warned for shots to the back of the head.
So Jett, in 1 second, he's trying to tell him no punch in the back of his head. With the same hand that he's pointing to the back of his head, he's throwing the punch.
I think Ryan could be one of the fighters and the referee, or at least he would believe so in a lot of his fights.
You see again, Reffell shooting in with that clinch, trying to make it a physically grueling fight. And you see Jett trying to get those right hands over. Oh.
Almost WWE there.
But Reffell too, he's got to try not to go straight back, because he's going to go into the path of that straight right hand. You can't back away from a straight shot. You've got to slip it. You see Reffell's instant reaction is to go straight back, and it helps Jett land those right hands.
Jett with a lead left hook.
Step off, let him go. Step back, let him go. Whoa, hands up.
Close fight.
Close fight, but you can see the better shots consistently being landed by Jett. Reffell is, I feel like Reffell's, again, he's trying to get Jett to a place where he's going to be uncomfortable. And in the meantime, Jett is hanging in, and he's winning the fight. He's landing the better shots, he's throwing the better shots. He's just got to be careful not to get himself disqualified.
Last warning.
That's not good, because he's got a round and a half to go.
You got that right. And you factor in, Paulie, that what could have been scored a knockdown was not scored a knockdown, so you don't want to be giving points away. I mentioned Sam Liera earlier. We'll be back in our home of South Florida Thursday, August 10th for BYB 19. Brawl in the Pines, 3 titles on the line that night.
I don't know with those clinches what happened, man, but Jett's eyes closed. Jett's eyes closed, and some of those left hooks there that I think Reffell has started to throw.
And even the corner of the Reffell shouting he can't see out of that eye. He can't see. That is a big mouse
30
under the
seconds.
right eye.
And you see Reffell trying to back up Jett with those left hooks. You know, the referee also has to give Reffell warnings for the head in there too. I mean, Reffell's head was right in Jett's face there. I mean, that was, he's warning Jett for using the head, but that was rather obvious on the part of Reffell.
Good uppercuts land for Ryan Jett. Final seconds of round 4.
Wait, step up. Let him go.
Jett pursuing.
Took a point, he's taking a point.
Yeah, that was, I mean, the bell did ring. He could have left that one in his pocket. You can see that Jett is starting to get a little frustrated. I mean, the ref's not helping because, like I said, I mean, Reffell's also using his head, and he's not warning Reffell at all for using the head.
Let's take a look at it.
But it's up to Jett to remain calm in here. See some of those shots that he backs up Reffell.
You trust me. If you keep from the left to right hand, you're gonna catch
Some of this physical work, you know, Jett could save for himself, you know, because you're playing with the edge of the rules when you've got a referee who's trying to, you know, who's a bit on your case for them. He's starting to see that you're trying to bend the rules a little bit, and that was, you know, clearly after the bell. I mean, there's no excuse for that.
And because he had been warned for headbutts, etc. earlier, the ref said the warnings are over, and he takes a point.
I think Jett's winning this fight, but the thing about
Let's have it, London!
Can he get to the finish line here without losing points and without falling apart here? With Reffell, one thing he's not been as explosive as Jett, but he's been consistent.
Final round!
5th and final round. Ryan Jett, Team BYB. Black trunks with the stars and stripes. Black and gold trunks for Martin Reffell.
Oh, there's some good work on the inside from both guys. You can see Reffell's been told to use that left hook on the inside. Oh, big right hand there by Jett. Wow, and you can see Reffell actually grimacing on the inside of that clinch. From taking it, he took a clean shot, and Reffell's still trying to smother Jett, trying to recover from that.
5th bare knuckle fight of both men's professional career. Now in the clinch situation,
you see Reffell's
Ryan Jett, trying to
punch back.
Yeah,
Reffell's not even trying to punch back in there. I think he felt that big right hand about 15, 20 seconds ago. Now he finally gets in there trying to work his way in from the hook. See the bladed stance again of Jett, but he can't see the hooks. And Reffell's smart to jump in with that left hook there. If you're Reffell, you've got to double and triple up those hooks.
Just missed with the right hand. We saw the durability on display in his BYB professional debut against Sam Liera. Then you got a guy in Reffell who said the game's not over until the game is over.
Yeah, and good counter left hook there by Reffell again, and now it's Jett who's trying to smother the work and get a bit of a rest. Fatigue, arm weariness of both guys now starting to show it. Now they're falling into clinches, just in a weary sense.
Which is what we thought we may see, Paulie, with all the clinching that's been done in this matchup. Final minute of this 5-round fight. Sneaky right hand. Delivered and connected by the Brit.
Oh, right hand there back from Jett after missing the left uppercut. Who is going to bank on being first here? A short uppercut there.
Jett's looking for that uppercut up the middle.
Jett can't see. I don't know if the order bone's close. There's a headbutt there from Reffell.
15 seconds remain.
shorten some of those right hands up. He landed them more often. He's overshooting the target there. And Reffell also not getting off on that range. Close fifth round is, you know, both guys did a little bit of work and a lot of smothering.
You got that right. And now the non-knockdown and the point deduction is a big factor on the judges' scorecards.
Yeah, and I don't know if Jett's eye socket is broken, man. That's some bad swelling. The thing about this, if he looks like this now, just imagine how he's gonna look on the plane right home.
Well, if it is unfortunately a broken orbital bone, they won't let him fly home for a while.
Yeah, yeah.
Can't take the pressure.
Wow, yeah, that's a good point. I thought of that.
Yep. Josh Koscheck had his orbital bone broken by George St. Pierre in Montreal. He went to Boston to have surgery, then had to wait a couple of weeks, Paulie, to fly home.
Yeah, yeah, I remember. I got my orbital bone broken. Yeah, they told me I couldn't fly either after the surgery and whatnot. See some of the action there. There's a good right hand there by Jett. You would use that awkward up jab, almost left uppercut to get Reffell backed up, and then he would, as he's backing up, he would shoot the right hand. A lot of times that's how he was able to land some of those right hands. But as the fight wore on, he was a little bit arm weary, a little bit leg weary, and so you saw some of this. He started to just get sloppy, and things just weren't landing as cleanly as they could have for both guys. But credit to Jett, he was consistently trying to be first. He was consistently trying to create more action.
Will it be enough? Judges have rendered their decision. Will it be Jett or will it be Reffell? With the official decision, here is Big Mo.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 full rounds inside the Trigon, we go to the judges' scorecards for the official decision. Judges Page and White see the contest 48-46, while Judge Simmons sees it 49-45, declaring your winner by unanimous decision and earning a victory for their team in the Bare Knuckle International Cup, Ryan Jett.
Unanimous decision victory for Ryan Jett.